What do you guys think about the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl game expanding beyond the universe of Nickelodeon characters? I'm sure it's probably going to take a while before they get to this point, and it's the unknown. It's the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen with this game with the year. We're only 3 months into, we're barely 3 months into the new year for 2022, and we have all these different features coming out for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, from crossplay to voice acting to new updates, patches, and things that need to be fixed and addressed, some character changes and more, along with brand new characters and new stages, of course, from Nickelodeon All-Star for the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl video game. So I wanted to talk about some other characters. Let's get some talks and discussion of different characters from outside the Nickelodeon universe. And it doesn't matter what show you like. You can name them in the comments if you want to, just some of your lists. Even some characters that you might not think might not be possible in this game. I'm going to have a couple of those characters in my list for third-party characters for 2022. Not saying they're going to probably come out this year, but maybe some possibilities of some potential surprises. Because just because it's a Nickelodeon game, that doesn't mean they probably can't get the rights or maybe some other character from a different universe to be included. And characters like Garfield I think was a huge surprise. I think someone was saying that it's supposed to have like a new movie that is supposed to come out very soon, and was supposed to debut. And characters like Garfield is just such a big surprise, and maybe just Shredder as another surprise if you want to consider him. But some of these characters are from all the same show. But let's start getting some other characters involved, and I did a little bit of some research again, just for trying to come up with different characters that people might like to see. But me personally, some characters in shows that I like, and even some of the video games I played from anime and different shows and different cartoons that I grew up watching. There's gonna be a good variety from this list, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about this, and some characters that you guys would like to see for third-party characters or guest characters to be in this game. So we're just going to keep it on the roster screen for this whole video. And I didn't want to make too many characters or list too many characters, because it's just a ridiculous amount of great shows out there, from anime, from video games that they can pull from, and just different shows that weren't originally on Nickelodeon and didn't debut and air on Nickelodeon, on the Nickelodeon channel itself, but made an appearance eventually as time went on from this list that I came up with, and maybe some other characters that's going to be different that I'm going to discuss. But let me know what you guys think, and maybe some characters that you want to list in the comments. Even if it's not a Nickelodeon character, is perfectly fine. It can be anybody. Anything can happen for this game. They can get somebody different beyond the Nickelodeon universe. But let's get it started. So, I really loved watching the Power Rangers when I was growing up, just watching all the different. I was playing the games too on Sega Genesis. I had the video games for Sega Genesis outside of watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, this is the iconic one. It's morphin time. So why not have a Power Ranger get into this game just to start for brand new characters for this game? And not all the Power Rangers, they had different Power Rangers episodes playing, and different shows from the Power Rangers, way different Rangers, different abilities, and different Zords, and different weapons that they had, and different characters that would play each role, from the Red Ranger all the way down to the Pink Ranger and more, blue, yellow, so many more different characters, the Green Ranger and more. Regardless of which Power Ranger you like the most, let's get some kind of Power Ranger in this game. I would like to see them featured, and I think they can really make it into this game. They already had Nickelodeon shows. They had Nickelodeon shows from Mega Force, Power Rangers Mega Force, Super Mega Force, and all the other ones, Ninja Steel, and the list goes on for other shows that were on the Nickelodeon channel. So I don't care if it's the Red Ranger, I don't care if it's the Green Ranger, or whichever Ranger it is. I don't know who has a favorite Power Ranger from them, But I really still favor the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show the most out of everything else, and also like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Those are my all-time favorites from the show, and then just the movie from the series itself from the Rangers. Let's get at least one Power Ranger in this game to be represented. I think they belong, and not even just because they were on the Nickelodeon show. I think a lot of people would be interested in playing as a Power Ranger and just showing off, doing all these different moves. It's so much fun just watching watching the camera, and they're just swinging their weapons. It's always so much fun watching the shows. It never gets old. But beyond the Power Rangers, let's dive into the Dragon Ball Z universe. Dragon Ball Z Kai was a show. It was originally on Cartoon Network, and I remember watching all the episodes. I love the Cell Saga. Just talking a little bit about the DBZ shows. I love the Cell Saga, the Buu saga from Majin Buu, and then Frieza and just Frieza's appearance, and just all the original iconic moments when Goku turned Super Saiyan, Frieza destroyed Krillin, and Goku just lost it, powering up and became a Super Saiyan, scaring the daylights out of Frieza, and just really putting some fear in him when he was super scared to even try to fight him. He was so afraid of Super Saiyans, and he didn't think it was true. So characters like Goku, Gohan, they can get these kind of iconic characters, and I think Goku will be really possible. Even though it's going to probably take a while to get him in there, I think it'll be really cool if they can get someone from the Dragon Ball Z universe from here. And it to me, just as I said with the Power Rangers, it could be anybody from the Dragon Ball Z universe to be in this game. I think it'll really attract Dragon Ball Z fans to make the purchase for this game. I think Goku, I don't know what kind of form he will be able to get. I don't know if they can get a Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God. They don't need to go beyond the Super Saiyan. I don't know if he'll be able to transform into a Super Saiyan into this game. That could be really something as a little limited time activation, where his attacks could get a little bit stronger when he goes Super Saiyan, and the player can activate Super Saiyan mode when they're ready, or when ready, and to be able to just have a good onslaught of offense on their opponents for some super ultra mega extra powerful damage to launch the opponent and just destroy them. But then we don't want him overpowered. We don't want Goku to be too strong in this game, where they'll have to do a lot of nerf changes. They'll have to nerf him right away as soon as he gets released. But he can get to Kaioken, he had that little form, or maybe up to a Super Saiyan at the most, at the max. But just Goku being in this game will really attract a lot of people. I put him into my list of third-party characters. He's one of my most wanted outside of just a single Power Ranger. I would like to see Goku into this game for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And I think it'll really get some pop, and most people would really try to get this game because he's in it. And people will buy this game because of an individual character, because of a new update of a character that they never saw being added. Just similar to how, I'm just going to reference real quick, Super Smash Bros. Getting Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Who in their right mind would have thought that they would have got some kind of character from the iconic Kingdom Hearts series, and now they have access to the games themselves, so people from the Nintendo Switch can be able to experience those games from the Kingdom Hearts era for the Kingdom Hearts series. So if they can get someone like Goku, I think that'll really be a good little pickup. Anybody watch Kung Fu Panda? And I even played this game from PlayStation Plus. It was called I just thought I'd just mention and make a little note here. Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends. I played it here on the channel, and it played like a Super Smash Bros. Game. So I selected Po from the game itself, and I thought that'll be something that another additional character that people would like to see. Let's get a Kung Fu Panda character, and why not the panda himself, Po? I think he'll be pretty cool, and they can take from his moveset, from his capabilities of what he can do in Showdown of Legendary Legends, for a moveset and everything that he can do. And again, that game was pretty fun. I almost want to play that again, just have some fun. But Kung Fu Panda's Showdown of Legendary Legends, I played as Po, and all the different characters from the show, or from the series itself for Kung Fu Panda, are in the game, so they can also take different characters from the game itself and from the universe for Kung Fu Panda to be included. I think he's a good fit, so I put him in my list. I love the Transformers. Transformers, robots in disguise. Y'all remember that? It's just so many different characters from the Transformers universe. You got the Autobots and you got the Decepticons. See what I'm saying? You can get Optimus Prime. I think he's gonna really attract more players too. Or Megatron, Hotshot. It's Jetfire. It's so many different characters. It doesn't have to be a protagonist. And just because this list, most of them really are protagonists from this game, for my list. It doesn't have to be a protagonist all the time. It can be an antagonist from these different shows. Megatron, someone to really just come in here and try to wreak havoc and be added to the roster because this game doesn't have enough villains. So why not a Transformer for Optimus Prime and just be able to be added? It's just so many characters just to expand on. And this one, speaking of expanding, is someone completely different. How about the Winx Club? I know it's a little bit, it's different, and most people haven't watched the show. And anybody heard of the Winx Club? I used to watch this on Foxbox. It came on with Kirby Right Back at Ya, Sonic X, Kirby Right Back at Ya, and they showed Winx Club, and they had Ultimate Muscle. Ultimate Muscle was another show that was on it too. See, I'm just going beyond those and just on and on from different shows. But it came on with those shows from the Winx Club. Just like that Bloom, she could be coming up in here and just doing some damage. From the Winx Club, they'll bring some characters, people will buy her. Somebody from the Winx Club, so I added someone from there for my list. Tak and the Power of Juju. I want to play the video games, the Tak games. I never played them, but I knew about Tak because of the video games and stuff. So I seen some gameplay of it. Why not Tak to expand and get somebody so it'll count because he has a show on Nickelodeon and he also has a video game series for games for Tak and the Power of Juju. Skipper from the Madagascar series. You know what I'm saying? All these different characters. They can get someone from there, even if it's not Skipper the Penguin. Penguins in the Madagascar. See what I'm saying? You can be in here. And then I'm going to kick it back for some of these characters I'm going to get ready to mention in a little bit, in just a matter of seconds. I'm going to kick it to Nick Jr. Nick Jr. characters can't be in this game. What do you guys think? And I've been talking about some Nick Jr. characters for character requests too. So I selected somebody from Lazy Town. Get someone, I just put Lazy Town, maybe someone from that universe from Nick Jr. And since we're talking about Nick Jr. himself, just keep it on topic. Someone like Dora, Swiper the Fox. I put Swiper in here. Swiper in my list. Oh man, he would be so much fun to play. Just have him he can swipe, but it'll be some kind of attack. Of course, he can't steal anything because they don't have any items from you in this game, so you can't be able to take anything from you. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. And then if he gets it, Swiper, no swiping. It'll be fun. You get Swiper the Fox in here just doing some damage. It'll be really cool to see him in here. Or if not Swiper the Fox, Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. I was gonna say Diego, but I just put Swiper in from the Dora universe in this game for Nick Jr. And then just changing up the different characters. Inspector Gadget. He uses Go-Go Gadget. He has so many gadgets and different abilities. This Inspector Gadget would be really awesome to see at Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And I just can't believe he had a show on Nickelodeon. I didn't even know this. So I did some research. But Inspector Gadget was another show that I liked growing up watching. Go Gadget! And then he'll just bring out something. But you see, with the voice lines that's going to be added as it goes on, they can have him talk. Go Gadget! But he'll take too long to do some of his attacks to bring things out. Go Gadget! Something like that. Just bring out some kind of offense when he uses a unique move or a gadget. He have a unique moveset because he has so many different things that he uses in the show. Inspector Gadget would be a really good fit. So I put him in my list for third-party characters. Has anyone watched Gumby before? Gumby is one of my favorite characters from when I was little. I love watching the show Gumby, and I've never even seen him again. I even had the toy as well. Just all the different memories. Gumby, silly little character. He's old school character. I don't be really surprised someone out there can let me know if you guys seen Gumby before. He would be a cool little character, very unique. The Adventures of Tintin. Let's get Tintin in this game. Just different little characters to expand. Alvin and the Chipmunks. I put him in my list. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Let's get Alvin in this game. Alvin! I just remember these shows. All these memories are coming back. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Going back to Nick Jr. Blue's Clues. Let's get Blue in this game. This is Nick Jr. I already talked about the Dora universe and all, but Blue's Clues is one of my favorite shows that I watched on Nick Jr. Have Blue come up here and do some damage. She can do almost anything. Smacking around with them paws, stuff like that. It'll be really fun. I would definitely buy any character that they bring into this game, even if it's a Nick Jr. character like Blue, for example. Anyone remember Umizoomi? I haven't seen this show in so long. I don't remember much about it, but I put it in my list. And then I went as far as I was really surprised about this. Just to wrap up with my little list, the Rabbids. Remember Rayman and Raven Rabbits? Rayman and the Raven Rabbids. The Rabbids had their own show on Nickelodeon. It was called Rabbids Invasion. I never even seen it, but I know all about the Rabbids from the video games and seeing them. The Rabbids could be in this game. You hear the announcement, Raving Rabbits, or Rabbits, or Rabbits, something like that. When you select the character on the announcement for the voice line, it'll be cool to see these different characters. So I did a couple. That was all the characters I really put into my third party characters for 2022 DLC, or just for DLC potential. And I really like this list. I could have made more and could have added more. You guys can add on to this list if you want to in the comments. If you want to, maybe 1 or 2 characters, and you can just share your list, regardless of how many characters you have. It doesn't have to be a Nickelodeon character. It could be Cartoon Network, Disney, or something like that. But just getting access to Disney, that's gonna be really tough to even try to get in contact or try to get a Disney character in this game. But I think they can go beyond and kick it back to Nick Jr. characters and all the characters I mentioned from this list today. For this particular video, I think they have a good chance to get in. Considering the fact that they were on Nickelodeon, considering the fact that they have their shows aired on the channel itself, so maybe they can probably get the rights and get some talks and discussion for getting those characters added into the game. And anything is possible when it comes to the roster. There's so many characters that deserve to be in this game, and of course they have to get to the Nickelodeon characters first. The ones that are already, in existence, not the ones that's already just, they were part of it for a little bit, but just the ones that's still a part of the show actively. And just OG characters, and like Arnold, Tim Turner, Jimmy Neutron and all. There's so many characters that belong. But listen, I just wanted to get some talks about some other characters beyond the Nickelodeon universe, and maybe something from Nick Jr. in the mix-up, and just be a part of this game for third party. It's going to take a while to get certain characters, but I think they can really bring us so much more surprises. And I think stages like Double Dare was the biggest surprise that they added into the game to be included with Shredder. It doesn't have to be a stage from that particular show to come along with the character. They can get some kind of stage for us to play on, to reference. And Double Dare or Slime Time Live, that's just a game show, but they don't have a character from the show itself. This is a stage, so they can get Planet Namek, they can get the world of Lazy Town or the neighborhood or something like that. We can go into the world of Dora the Explorer, or visit Alvin and Chipmunks residence, and just have that in the background to be playable. It can still get those, even if it's not a character, it can still be like a stage for it. But feel free to add on to the list if you want to. The same list is going to be repeated into the description. But just like I said, I don't want to go too long for all the different characters, because it could be like 30, 40, 50 characters, or a list of 50 characters. This would be like an hour-long video or more to talk about all these characters and their potential and what they can do in this game. But feel free to let me know what you guys want to see as far as third-party characters, guest characters, and it could be any character from any show that you like, any sort of video game, or any sort of world that you grew up in for watching these different shows.